Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Get Your Yes On. I'm RevD, Reverend Deborah Johnson, and today we're talking about saying yes to civic responsibility. All right. Now, I know we're in election season, and it feels like we have been in election season nonstop for years. Okay. I get that. And we could be really tired and worn out, but I want to encourage you to stay engaged. Okay, stay engaged. We are in the middle of something that's really, really, really important. Okay? I know some people want to check out. There's some people who are talking about like not voting at all. Some people are just, worn out. Some people are enthusiastic and are just out there and re-energized. We're going the whole entire spectrum. Okay. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you what's more important to do than anything else. But what I am saying is that each and every one of us has a responsibility, a civic responsibility to stay involved and to do something. If we're in this country, we're citizens of this country, we are consuming the benefits from it all the time. All the time, whatever it is. From the quality of the air to the FDA watching over the food to the roads and the airports. I could just go on and on and on. But nobody does anything alone. Nobody does anything alone. Even your ability to be here and watching this now has something to do with things that are beyond what just you yourself created. Okay? So this idea of the civic responsibility, this is where there are these moments in time where we all just need to show up. We all just need to be involved. If we had a family gathering, for example, and maybe it's a potluck and everybody needs to bring a dish. Maybe it's a situation where there are some people who have cooked. And in order to have a little fairness and a little balance of power, like if you cook, then somebody else is going to come in and, do the dishes and, clean up. Whatever that is, it's a team effort and it's a team support. It reminds me of this story that I heard as a kid of the little red hen. And it's been a while, so I may not remember it all, but the way that I remembered the story is we had this hen, this little red hen, who's living on a farm. And all these steps along the way, she's asking the other farm animals, who's going to help me? Okay. Who's going to help me to plant the seeds? Not I, says this one, and not I, says, the other animal, like not I, and fine, okay, she does it by herself. And, then it sprouts, who's going to help me to cut this, harvest it? Not me, not me. Who's going to take me to the mill to get it ground? Oh, not me, not me. Who's going to help me to bake it? Not me, not me. But when it came time to eat the cake, okay, all of a sudden, I'm going to eat it, count me in to eat it, count me in to eat it. Well, that's kind of how we are when it comes to our democracy and when it comes to civil engagement. Like, not me, not me. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But when it comes time to consume it, when it comes time to use it, we all want to be there to not only use it, but to complain when it's not up to snuff or not up to what it is that we would want it to be. Okay? We all have a civil responsibility. Just take a breath. Just take a breath on that. Voting is like the big family meeting. Okay? But voting is like that time every 4 years where we have this reunion and we all get together to register opinions. Okay? You may not like everything that's on the ballot. You may not do all of that. You may not even approve. But here's the thing, that if you do not vote, you're giving a proxy to all the other family members. If you don't vote, it doesn't stop anything from happening. It just means it doesn't have your voice. If you don't vote, you're saying, I trust you. I trust all of the rest of you to make the decisions for my life. Is that really what you want to do? Really? Do you really trust everybody that much to make the decisions for your life? Or are you really going to be satisfied and have no complaints about what happens as a result? Who gets in office, what policies are passed. And I'm talking about everything from what's going on in your local area, on up to the executive branch in the White House. We're not voting for any just one particular thing. There's so many things that are on the ballot. We're not voting for people, specific people or personalities. We vote for principles and for policies. Who's going in what kinds of directions. I may not like everything about them or everything that they're doing, but is it more in alignment than this other thing? Okay, we're always working at it. It's never a finished project. It's always towards a more perfect union. That politics and civil engagement, it's a long game. Okay, it's a long game. It's not a short thing. I asked myself, well, why would people who had been enslaved choose to vote? Why would they participate in a system that had them enslaved? It's because they knew something. They knew it was a long-term game. Many of them had been in agriculture. They knew what it was like to plant seeds. And you have to wait until you get the fruit. You have to wait till you get the benefit. So where we are today is a result of seeds that they planted. Listen to what I'm saying. We wouldn't have the people on the tickets today if it had not been, for better or for worse, okay? We're living with the legacies of the people before us, their vision, their promises, and their tendencies to want to oppress. Okay? It's all here. Okay? But where does it go from here? Where does it go from here? That's on us. That's on us. So don't muzzle yourself. Many of these situations are going to be really tight calls in many of these races. Okay? The difference of a vote here or there really makes a big difference. And I contend the biggest difference that it makes is in you. In you. And your showing up. And your being a part of it. Once again, I'm not saying you got to like everything, like at a family meeting. Part of the reason why you go to the family meeting is because you don't like everything. Not necessarily because you do. But you are important. Your voice matters. There are too many elements and too many people, too many things out there that are trying to silence us. Don't you silence you. Okay? Don't you silence you. Find your voice. Get involved in whatever kind of way is calling you. It's our time. It's now. So, share with me your thoughts, any questions, comments that you have about what this means for us to be civically involved with each other. Follow me on social media. Like this. See you next time.